Good evening, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says 6:53. Bit earlier this evening, but I have a funeral to go to. An old timer, 93, I think he was, born in 1930. Passed away, and I know him a long time, and I know all the family, so I got to get to it before 8. So I get this up quick. Not as organised as other evenings with videos, but we have maybe a couple, but we'll rattle on after a pretty decent day. Could have been a sweetheart. I was on Aramax at 20s last night, each way, and with all the money today, I said, yeah, the handbrake. I always say it's always easier to run, and no matter what you're doing, or even drive a car, or drive a tractor, or drive a bus, with the handbrake off. Just ran into one today that hadn't ran at the trip before that suited. And I was going to do a reverse forecast, but I didn't. I was happy enough. Haven't done a Trixie and an each way treble, but Affadil got the ball rolling earlier today. Didn't see the race. Thought it was half one because the kids come out secondary school at 1:10 on a Friday, and I was saying I'll leave the first one home, and that's what I did. Got on the phone, went on to, and I seen the result of the race. And if I'd known that, I'd have waited and have watched it. So I seen it had drifted out to 9-2. I looked at it then when I had a chance, but I was waiting for the other kids. Hosed up. Didn't jump that well, but absolutely pinged the last one, the one that was needed to be done. No doubt the passengers were down at the last and says, lift your legs higher. Aramax, as I said, ran a great little race. And then Romance. Well, God almighty, it's only a few minutes ago. Desert Romance. Hosed up. Down from Group 1 to a listed race. The other one, I had suspected that there'd be bigger targets for the other one, for the favourite, White Lavender, later in the year. And it wasn't a deep race that filly won last year. We were on something in the same race, illustrating, I think it was. But drawn wide didn't matter, had the toe. So a grand day. I had a little Trixie rolling there on Galley Flight, or Galley, whatever. God, my mind is ranked this evening. And Ambition, what do you call it? Won the last race. What is wrong with my head this evening? Arctic Ambition won the last race there. We backed that several times. Won it a couple of times as well. Anyway, I'll rattle on. Tomorrow, the 150, there's a hot favourite there, City Chief, but an each way bet in the race at 11-2 is Sail Away for the Skeltons. The good ground is key, but if you look back at it, 24th of October 2021, 3 miles won in the entry, novice handicap chase, second to Corach Rambler. We know what that has done since. But the ground went against it then to soft ground. Come on, Teddy, no good. If you move forward to the 25th of May 2022, 3 miles, good ground, won by 20 lengths. And then the last day to soft ground. But I think this was a prep for this. That's what I'm trying to see, or hope it was anyway. But good ground and a trip is what it needs. That's what it's going to get tomorrow in Ayr.
Son of Sail Away and Excelsius Deo still in there about 6 lengths down. Final open ditch is 4 from the finish, and Jetoile eases to the front. Jetoile takes it up now from Sail Away in Excelsius Deo a further 5 lengths away as they make their journey on towards the next Parliament Hill. Was pulled up before that, and Jetoile towards the third last has a 4-length lead over Sail Away, who's well clear now from Excelsius Deo, who races in third place, and Jetoile heading towards the second last. Galloping on for Darryl Jacob and beginning to pull clear. 2 out, asked for a big leap. He declined, but he got to the other side well. Sail Away in second within Excelsius Deo. Just an element of losing concentration from Jetoile on the run down towards the last. Sail Away's 5 lengths down and trying to close. Jetoile's been out in front a long time, beginning to stargaze, but it's still 5 lengths clear. Sail Away is trying to edge closer again on the run towards the line, but Jetoile has too much, it would appear, and Jetoile will return to the winner's enclosure. A welcome winner for Ryan Potter, Daryl Jacob in the colours of...
That was 2 miles 3 on soft ground, which wasn't suitable conditions for him. I'd expect a better effort tomorrow. It's a decent race, but I thought it at an each way price at 11 to 2. Hopefully it'll at worst place. The 225 is the Scottish champion hurl, but it's a handicap, and I think the Irish horse is worth an each way bet in it as well. Colonel Mustard. There's a few we have back before. First Street, Milkwood. But this Colonel Mustard was second the last time. And it was first run back over hurdles after running over fences. It had been behind El Fabiola prior to that. But it if you look back, it was behind Stateman in Cheltenham that time in the county hurl of 140. It had 2 runs over fences, and then they put it back, so it jumped a bit high the last day. So the second run back over fences or over hurls, and Kieran Buckley taking off 3. Went up £3 for its last run. But I thought they're paying 4 places in it, aren't they? And it was 5 to 1 earlier. Well, it was 8 earlier in the week. And each way play, again, trying to just play safe and that it at least place and maybe hopefully win. That's those 2. A small each way Trixie Mount Athos, Bus Horse. We were on this and I went on a odds on shot the last year, but we were on it at a decent enough. We were on odds against. And Zini, you remember me saying that time that I like him a lot. He's been lucky for me, lucky for the passengers in the last 12 months. He's going up for the ride. He's it says 2 to 1 there. I think he's shorter than that. Oh, 5 to 2. I'll be having some of that the minute I finish this. And the other 2 are in Limerick. 2. This yoke way bad. Well, I won't better not call him a yoke. For fear he might get upset before the race. I can call him a yoke tomorrow night if he doesn't win. Gambe, Veloci. Should have won a couple of races, but the last time in Listowel he got a shocker of a ride. But Dylan Brown McMonigal is on him tomorrow. The long old stretch in Limerick might suit. They kept him in training, so he's a grey horse. Long-time followers will remember the couple of races last year. He's fierce well bred. O'Brien's horses are going pretty decent, like apart from the one we back just, but that was that longer trip. And the other one then is in Limerick as well. It's in the 320. I'm going against Karensburg Evening. He done this a turn last year at 9 to 1 with Shamie Heffernan riding. I'm going Rick Dalton. I think the long old stretch in Limerick will suit this lad as well. He ran decent enough the last time in Dundalk, but it was his first run back since last August, and the horse that was that beat him got first run and was fitter. He had a few runs in Dundalk, and he had been rated 80 when he left Paddy Toomey to go to Gillian Scott. So fitness won that for him that day. So, like if you done with the prices there, I done it earlier. If you done a €2 Trixie, €2 Treble, it'd be about 180 quid or 185 or something back for a tenner, something like that. And that brings us on to the Scottish Grand National at 3:35. Monbeg Genius is the favourite on account of its third place in the Ultima. Anyone that's on at bigger prices are probably happy enough. I'm going with two outsiders each way. Undersupervision is 22-1. I think to step up and trip on the good ground is suit. Again, going back to, he was behind Cork Rambler ages ago. He won in his best run was last December, I thought, when he was behind Eva's Oscar, and that was his first run of the season. But this was his. I had a few pound on him this day in January, and this is in a good class race.
The lead to Galore, and on the inside T for Free, De Machine. Next in the field is Undersupervision to the inside of Elvis Mail, who's continuing to stay on. It is Cooper's Cross and Sam Coulthard who have the lead, rising at the second from home. Cooper's Cross by a length. T for Free is down and unseating the rider Undersupervision. They race now down toward.
He was brought down that, but that was over 2-7, and he was running on. I think he needs a trip, and he's a big galloping type of horse. The last day, he ran pretty decent as well in just 3 miles 2. Marauder.
Is right there between them, just a length and a half away. Cooper's Cross smuggled into the race by Sam Coulthard. They cross the second from home. Undersupervision and Marauder now the first two. Windsor Avenue is back in third. Cooper's Cross does not go on, and they race down towards the 19th and final fence, and it is Marauder and James Best who just have the lead. Great jump on the inside by Undersupervision. It gives him another chance. They've now got another 200 yards to go. Marauder on the near side by half a length. Undersupervision over on the far side. Another 100 yards to go. Marauder needs the line, but Marauder has won the Grenthorpe.
That was 3 miles 2. I think he'll stay, and he's a good old jumper. And the other one, that a lightweight, an 8-year-old, Manofthepeople, it likes good ground as well. This was 20s earlier, a few pound for it. But a good ground and a trip is the key to this as well. So they'd be my two. They're paying 6 places. Undersupervision is 20s and 22s. Manofthepeople is 12s all along there. Kitty's Light won the last day for us, but second in this race last year, went up £8, but jumped terribly the last day, and had to be traded high in running. But I can't go tipping up one of them two with that much money or them prices. I went for something that if it places, we're still making a profit, and if it wins, we're in clover. Now I better get this in the oven and head on. I'll be tight for time, but I'm going to the house, so they'll be still at home there anyway. Bash the bookies, over and out.